Hey guys, it's Platinum Equinox, and today we're just gonna go over Jump Festa and what exactly happened pertaining to obviously Bleach. To be honest, there is good news and a lot of bad news. And the good news is Bleach was kind of at Jump Festa. It's just that we don't know the whole story. The bad news being the false leak that took everyone by storm on Twitter and wherever else, Reddit, whatever. Somebody was playing mind games with the entire community, and it's quite frustrating to say the least. I had a source who claimed that he was there, but as time passed, I started to doubt him. You know, it was quite something. I have to say, it was quite something. I was at work Saturday, December 22nd, the first day of Jump Festa. I was working, and James was streaming a bit later. I kind of made it in time for his stream, just in time for the Bleach screening for episode 271. Clyde was in that stream, and then a couple others joined later. I can't really say who, but I did have a source, and I did trust him, just to a certain degree, but I started to have my doubts because on the second day he did a few suspicious things. And that's where I just immediately I felt that I was betrayed, and I'm not surprised. There are quite a few people lurking that just really want to troll the Bleach community, and you know what? I'm not really gonna lose my shit over it. I'm not gonna complain. I had it coming, and I told James and Clyde about the source. We let him into the chat, and basically we all got trolled. And basically that was my fault because this guy, he claimed that he was at Jump Festa, but he didn't really prove anything. On day one, he said he was there. All right. And this guy, he told me a couple days back, hell, even 2 weeks back, saying, hey, I'm going to be at Jump Festa. I'll keep an eye out for, things for you. And I was like, okay, sweet. Let me know what you find on Bleach. He was very nice. His name was Voice Master 64. And you know what? I'm not angry. Just at the end of the day, I'm just a bit disappointed. I'm not frustrated. I'm just disappointed. Because, we got a leak at this Jump Festa, which turned out to be a disappointment for basically everything. Everyone was shocked. Jump Festa was a shit show. But we did, get a leak on Bleach. And that was the most interesting thing because it really hyped me up a little bit. And James and Clyde, we were just all over this. We were trying to see, what was real, try to scope out, the obvious stuff. But this leak, it seemed like it was real. But at the same time, we had to question it because we've seen things before. There was a Brave Souls render on it with Ichigo in his 1,000-Year Blood War attire. And it looked very, very similar. Plus, the font was very similar to Brave Souls. So somebody was definitely trolling us. And the person, I think, was indeed a French person. Now, my source claimed that he was in that theater screening for episode 271, Ichigo versus Ukiura, right? Okay, we all know about that epic episode that Studio Pierrot was commemorating for the 40th anniversary. But now, he was in that theater, apparently, that's what he said, and he claimed that at the end, like a couple other sources, which just kind of, it got me thinking, got everyone thinking, all right? Apparently to some, there was something at the end of the screening, but we don't know the whole story. I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of what actually happened. He said that he sat through the entire thing at the end and said that he saw animation that he'd never seen before, animation that wasn't moving, which kind of puzzled me a bit, and he also heard a very deep voice, and one of the lines, apparently, he said there was no captions in it. I'm just scrolling through our conversation here. He said that he didn't believe it was a Brave Souls trailer. It didn't look like a traditional trailer, and he said it could be something huge, and that got me thinking, right? And he also said at the end, people began to smile real big. And, it's just weird. So I told this guy, let's recap one more time. And he's like, they're probably keeping a low profile. But I'm like, okay, all right, maybe that makes sense. and maybe they took the cell phones away. But if that were true, who got a hold of this leak? And that is the question. So it's obviously fake. We have Brave Souls renders in there. And I asked him, and you claim it was purely based on the Thousand Year Blood War. So the asshole responsible for this fake leak was some French YouTuber that made it to bait one of James's sources for some reason, then posted it himself on 4chan. We totally got confused near the end. We asked my friend who was the source, who told me he was going to be there, and apparently we got baited. He lied to us. Oh my god, he lied to us? Big surprise. To be honest, I don't even know what the hell is real anymore. I don't know what to believe at this point. And you know, as time passed, I started to doubt my source even more after Clyde told me, we needed him to prove things on day 2, and he claimed that his phone died at the precise moment we needed to contact him, and he also said his microphone was broken, suddenly out of the blue. That was the last I heard from him. As I stated before, I was in a stream with James and Clyde. We discussed things, we kept a vigilant eye over the course and progression of Jump Festa through a stream on the Games Hansen channel, which I believe is now called Live Hansen or something like that, James's secondary channel, and a link will be in the description, of course, for future endeavors. So let us recap here. If you are seeking a straight answer from me, this is the story. Basically, let's recap here. There was a theater showcasing popular episodes for each Jump series. Black Clover, Boruto, etc. And then there's Bleach. Now, for Bleach, they were showing episode 271, as we did state in this video. To my knowledge, nobody that we actually knew was present there aside from my so-called source stating that he was, although we never gained any concrete proof from this guy that he was actually there. He was my source, and I must apologize for that. And another point I want to get across with this video is that people make it so easy to believe the things you really want to hear. And I was trolled, and because of this, now I have learned from another mistake in this life. And now, so what's next for me? What is next for me? I will only take information from my usual trusted, credible sources, such as Bleach-MX, instead of outsiders making empty claims with no proof. And Bleach-MX is a very well-known, high credible source online. He is one of the GOATs, okay? One of the greatest of all time. And he does have a website, which will be in the description below for you guys to check out. He has all of the legit information. And it just so turns out, now that I remember correctly, I was talking to Mr. MF, the head of Tensei Productions, who is very close to Bleach-MX. And apparently, Bleach-MX did have somebody there at Jump Festa. The Japanese community didn't have anything on Bleach pertaining to Jump Festa aside from the private screening, but nothing after that. A few extremely trusted sources such as Mr. MF, Bleach-MX, and the guy who was there for Bleach-MX, who was indeed at Jump Festa personally, gave me the rundown of what happened, and basically in a nutshell, there was no announcement, as we do know. And to further please our whimsy, remember the video I made on Taite Kubo going to Jump Festa? Apparently that was a mistranslation, which Bleach-MX did know about beforehand. That got everybody talking on Twitter and wherever else, and then he soon came out and told everybody that it was a mistranslation, and then, you know what? I had to delete the video. And then I apologized on Twitter, I'm pretty sure, and I am apologizing now for that. I'm sorry for getting your hopes up, but Taite Kubo did not go to Jump Festa 2019. The real translation is that he is going to be somewhere signing autographs for the Jet Art book in February, and I'm not quite sure where this place actually is, but that is the real translation. And we will cover more on this later on. And a special thanks goes out to Mr. MF and Bleach-MX for this information. So I brushed over everything and talked with the boys, James and Clyde. You all want to know what we know. James threw out his video, and he never said at all, there was never any point in time where he said that the Bleach anime would specifically be announced at Jump Festa. Now I'm throwing out mine. My honest answer to everyone is, Jump Festa is over. To many people, the event was absolute trash. Okay, not just for Bleach fans, but basically for a lot of other communities. And I do blissfully have to admit that last year's event was far better. Like, man, I was expecting Dragon Ball Super's new anime to get announced there, and also some new Jump Force characters, which were highly anticipated during this stage event, but they never streamed the footage of the new characters, which was kind of a crappy move. Everything about the event was boring. Okay, actually, let me rephrase that. Some of it was good, but most of it was just terrible. And with that, I want to end here by saying that this is not the end, guys. It is only the beginning. Jump Festa flopped really bad. We know this. There is a reason why everyone went silent on it, mostly because the event was hot garbage. But let me just tell you, we are not out of the woods yet, not even by a long shot. James' trusted sources remain on the table. Everything he said about the Bleach anime is true. Keep the belief in his 95 assurance statement, because Bleach should definitely arrive sometime in 2019 with a big announcement / reveal. As time pushes on, we will have a lot more ground to cover. So we are just going to put this on hold, and we are putting this Jump Festa fracas behind us with serious intent to move on to better things. To keep supporting Bleach. Keep your heads up, because there is so much more coming soon in 2019. This is only the beginning. I don't want to hear no, oh, this is it, I've lost hope. Nah, fam. No, we're going all the way, fam. 2019 is the year we have been waiting for, and I truly do believe that. So please be patient as we continue to wait for the official announcement on the anime of Bleach. And I do apologize for my false source. And I do know what most of you haters are going to say about me. Oh, he's just going to push forward. He's going to do this every year. I told you guys, after 2019, if there is no announcement, I'm done. Please get that through your minds right now. If there's no announcement within the course of 2019, I'm done. If it doesn't happen, I'm done speculating the anime, period. But there will still be Bleach content on this channel. Make no mistake, Shueisha has been messing around for the past 6 years, and I'm not about to add another year on my conscience. And there definitely won't be any high possible Bleach anime return videos after 2019. This I can promise you. If there's no announcement after 2019, all I can promise you are theory videos, gameplay videos of Bleach, anything like that, but nothing pertaining to the anime, because I'm just sick and tired of Shueisha messing with people, trying to extort us with merchandise, and yet still no anime. Let's continue to do our part, supporting Bleach together as it should be. With that being said, I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, and of course I will see you all in the next Bleach video soon.
Yes,